What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I'm PJ. I have been talking on Patreon for the last week about basically the loose subject is the village, the end times village, the post-Teotihuacan village. Picture your retreat group, your survival retreat on steroids, right? We've been looking at all different kinds of aspects of that. You know, if you've watched me ever at all, I tell you to come out of her, my people. Come away from those built-up areas because there's nothing but badness going to happen there. And you need to live in a place where you cannot get a pizza delivered. If you can have pizza delivered to your front door, you're not far enough out, right? I tell people that there's three things that are going to get you when this whole system collapses, which who knows when that's going to be, but the three things that are going to get you are starvation, people behaving badly, and medical issues. And to that end, to mitigate against those things in large degree, we're going to need other people. And I beat that drum all the time. On Patreon, I try to help facilitate people forming their crew, their team, their mag, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. We call them crews over there. Getting with like-minded people, people that you can come together with when the world goes topsy-turvy, right? It's hard. Man, it is hard. There's a lot of us, you, me, people like us, but there's a lot more other people, right, out there in the world. And I'm surrounded by idiots and they don't get it and they're all blah. I get it. I get it. And so we all crave, not all of us, many of us crave to be able to do what we do here at Shofar Mountain, which is live amongst like-minded believers, especially from a prepper context. I have done videos in the past on a place called Ark Haven. It is in the Ozarks. And it's a great concept. It's a great concept. Is it for everyone? I don't know. Probably no. I can say that. No, it's not for everyone. But it is for some people. And when they started out, I've been out there a couple times. I've done videos on it before. You can search my channel on that. Let's get the sun a little bit. It's for people who are followers of Jesus, Yeshua, Christ followers. That's who they're trying to appeal to. And it is not a community. It is not an intentional community. It is really a planned-ish neighborhood of people who are, first and foremost, Christ followers. Secondly, preppers. But both of those things. And to that end, people can buy, they have bought thousands and thousands of acres, all contiguous, and are developing them. Developing those acres. They're putting roads in and barns, and last time I was there, they had like community chicken flocks and cattle herds and sheep things, herds of sheep, flocks of sheep, and people can come out there, and at the time, and again, I don't know right now, but at the time you could buy 5 or more acres. They weren't selling less than 5 acres. And knowing that you're going to be surrounded in these hills, if you will, by people who think like you in the broad strokes, religiously, and who want to be preppers. Now, they had some burbles because so many people took them up on the offer. They got behind on some things and they're working those out now. I've been talking to the people. I had some of y'all contact me and say, hey, what's up? You know, this happened. I call them and nobody ever calls me back. Yeah, because they were like trying to run it with just like 1 or 2 people managing everything. And that just doesn't work. And they weren't prepared for the number of people who were taking them up on it. But right now, I just talked to one of the key people via text the other day. I think there's 30, don't hold me to this, but I'm close. There's 30 houses that have already been built, people living there, and there's 10 houses that are being built, and there's 10 lots that have been bought, and they're trying to figure out how to get their houses built on it. Some of these lots have access to electricity, like you can hook up to the grid. Not many though, and water. Some don't. It costs money, right? It costs money no one's giving you the land. And so some of the early problems, the vision is, like I said, people coming together of like mind to do things. Well, some of the people who showed up thought, yeah, that's great. I want to live in a community like that, and I'll go through Armageddon or whatever. And so they bought their land, perhaps built a house, but did not have the attitude of cooperation of, yeah, I'll help take care of the chickens that are going to feed all of us. I'll help, do whatever you do with cattle. I don't own any cattle personally. They didn't want to do that. They just kind of wanted to live there. And so that detracted from the overall deal. That was one. Two, a lot of people bought land and say, yep, we'll move out there, we'll build our house, and we'll live off grid. It's fine. I've read all the Mother Earth news on it, and I've seen Kristen Dirksen's videos, and yep, we can do that. It'll be lovely. And they have had no concept of how hard it is, how difficult, physically tiring it can be in some cases. This is not a turnkey operation. You have to have a pioneering spirit if you want to make this go at Arkhaven. And some of you do. I know that there were people who moved there and started complaining about the dirt and gravel roads. I've been on those roads in my car. Okay? They're fine. And they're saying, we need to pave the roads. That's not what we're doing here, right? That's not what they're doing there. I'm not with Arkhaven, but I'm just in my mind. I'm thinking what the leadership's doing. It's like, hey, we're not here to do that. The money we have, we're not going to spend on paving roads. We're going to build another barn. We're going to put in more solar or whatever. And so, if you are a person who is looking for Christ followers that you want to live in and around, and this. They told me it's not a community, it's a neighborhood. Okay, whatever, it is a community. It's a community of houses and stuff on land. If outside of that, it's a pretty rugged Ozarks. There are small towns nearby. There are big towns within an hour-ish or so. But gang, it's out there. Make no mistake. That's part of the beauty of it when this whole thing goes pop. Right? They don't have masses of population all around them wanting to come. If you think you'd like to be part of that, I'll put a link down below. You can call right for more information. But please, go. If you decide to go, don't lie to yourself. You need the right spirit to go. First of all, you need to be a Christ follower. Second of all, you have to have not the doomsday prepper, I'm going to buy stuff and stick it in my basement and then watch TV for the rest of my days until this thing goes. No, you want to be part of something bigger than you. Because when the whole thing goes pop, as I just did 2 videos on Patreon, I just shot them right here from this very spot this morning, you're going to need people. And the time to develop those relationships is now. And what better way to develop those relationships than to have neighbors that you can do things with that are on the same general sheet of music you are with the world and where it's going. So again, if you're interested, give the good people, and they are good people, at Arkhaven a call, an email, and see where it goes. Again, I know in the past people were writing and they were just having so many people write they couldn't get back to people. They're trying to do better. I think you'll like what you see. If you're living in Babylon and you're feeling the push to get out, this is an option. Give it a look. At least give it a look. Go out there. Go out there. They'll give you a tour. Let you see what's going on with your own eyes. All right. I will see you out there.